What up, Poke fam? It is your daddy, Pokedad, and today it's going to be a little different. Today I'm going to show you my top 5 cards in my personal collection. The reason why I'm doing this kind of video is just I'm a little tight on money right now, and I can't find any packs to open because I'm running short on money. So today we're going to do my top 5 card collection, and I promise next week, guys, next Saturday, I'm going to do an $80 challenge for y'all, and I'm going to go to Walmart and get all the cards that I can that are fine for you and open it up. So let's get started in the video. Now, this is the binder that I have, and I'm not going to open it up and show you because I already pulled the cards that I wanted to show you, but I do have some honorable mentions. So my honorable mentions are the Fuecoco and the Eevee cards, the regular common cards. And the reason for that is my daughter and my fiance love Fuecoco. You know, that's their favorite Pokemon. My fiance was never into Pokemon, but ever since that we got together, she's been loving it even more. And then our daughter loves Eevee a lot, and so those are just my favorite cards, just because it reminds me of my fiance and my daughter. All right, so I'm gonna show you the cards, and then I'm gonna put it on the screen for you, so it's gonna be showing two different sides. So and number 5 coming in is the Charizard V I pulled last video. And so I really like this card a lot. Like I said, Charizard is one of my favorite Pokemon. Like, he was my very first Pokemon in Pokemon Red. And so that holds a lot of value to me. I really don't care about the card value. I just like pulling the cards. It's just fun pulling them and getting excited for them, and just the way it just feels and looks. Just that sounds weird or anything like that, but that's true. I just like the way the art, the card art looks. Like I said, I don't care about the value. I don't care how much it costs. If it costs a lot, yeah, I'll sell it. I mean, I need the money. I have a kid. I have a family. But if it's like $5 or $6, like or 20 or 30, I don't care. It's just fun to me pulling all these cards. But like I said, Charizard is my favorite one. He is my favorite Pokemon. Well, he's tied. Now I'll show you the next Pokemon that's tied for 1 later on in the video. But that card's special to me. And number 4, we're gonna have the Zamazenta V. And the reason why I like this card is because I played Pokemon Shield, and it was very fun to me. I like the games. I don't know why people don't like the games, maybe because of the story or whatever, or maybe it's too easy. Yeah, it could be a little too easy, but you make challenges of it. I don't know if you ever heard of these games or challenges called Nuzlocke. And so what I do is, or what the rules are, you start with the very first Pokemon, you catch the very first Pokemon, and you just try to make it survive. If they faint, it's a lot of rules, but it made it a lot of fun. And the reason why I got that, Zamazenta V, is because I like the way he looks. It's just a dog with a shield. It looks pretty cool, and it has a hop on it. So I thought it was a pretty cool card. I like the way it looks. I like the way he's charging at everything. He does have these cool, looking abilities when you read the cards. I do play a little bit of TCG, so it is interesting on some of the abilities and some of the things it does. But I mean, that's my favorite. That's what I like. And number 3, I have this Clavor V-Star, or Clavor, whatever. I really don't know much of the I can't even. I'm not gonna pronounce those names because I feel like it's hard for me. Okay, I'm just gonna let you know it's hard for me. But I got that because he was the very first pull I got coming back into collecting the cards, and he was my very first big hit, and it has some sort of nostalgic for me because it's like I said, that set I want to say came from Astro Radiance. Yeah, I think it came from Astro Radiance or another set, but it's gonna be up there on the screen. But it holds a lot of meaning to me. My daughter was about 3 months when I started, getting back into the hobby. And when I got this, I just started freaking out, and it was a pretty good pull. I was excited. My fiance was excited for me. I think she likes the way I get all nostalgic over the Pokemon cards, or how I freak out or nerd out or anything. But I mean, that's my card. That's the way I like it. And not to be nasty, but that's just the way I like my cards. And for my top second 2 cards, or it's actually a tie for 2 cards, it is the Pikachu one and then the Gengar one. And so I like the way they look. You know, like I said, I like Generation 1 and 2. They're one of my favorite generations. I want to say Generation 2 is number 1. That's a little confusing. I just made it confusing for me too. But I like the way they look. This is when Legend of Arceus came out, and I was playing that game like crazy. I love that game. It's so much fun. But those are where the artwork's coming. They're coming from Legend of Arceus. And it's just a cool artwork to show how Pikachu's laying down with the feet in the face and everything, because that's how my daughter is. That car reminds me of my daughter because she's all over the place in our bed. And the way the Gengar looks, you know, it's just chilling with the Misfortune sisters, and it's a very cool card. You know, I like those cards. It just brings back some sort of nostalgia for me. I like the way the cards look. And for the top card that I have, you know, this card, it means something to me. It means a lot to me. I love this card. I love this Pokemon. I did have a toss-up between my favorite Pokemon ever. It was between Charizard and the Pokemon I'm about to show you right now. And if I could find each kind of card with this Pokemon, I would collect it in a heartbeat, because like I said, I think he's pretty cool. I love this Pokemon to death. He was the very first Pokemon I got to level 100. And I'll give you a hint, he was in Pokemon Gold and Silver, Generation 2. So he was the very first Pokemon I got to level 100 when I was a kid, and I was freaking the hell out because I never thought that was gonna happen. But that's just me challenging the Pokemon League and the champion over and over and over again. And you know, this is on the Game Boy Color where we would get the little link cables and we would play, my best friend, and we would play and see who had the better Pokemon. And you know, and so this is my favorite card. Is the Typhlosion, who we see in I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry guys, I don't know how to say that. But Typhlosion is my favorite Pokemon. You know, and when I found out that Cyndaquil and Typhlosion were gonna come back in Legend of Arceus, that's the reason why I bought the game. And you know, that game is so much fun. And when I saw that he was going to be a ghost type, that just made it better, because ghost type is one of my favorite types. It's fire, poison, and ghost. And the combination of the fire and ghost and the way he looked and the way he performed in the games, it was totally awesome. I love the way, you know, he looked and played, and it was just cool. So yeah, those are my top 5 cards. I mean, I'm sorry this video didn't really, it was a short video, or it was a stupid video, because like I said, I don't have any packs to open up right now. But I did find this card that I have in my binder. It's still the Typhlosion. I think he's pretty cool. Like I said, I want to collect as many Typhlosion cards as I can. If I want to collect the older sets, or if I want to go ahead and collect the older booster packs and open up the older stuff, that would be very cool to open up and find the Typhlosions and the Charizards and the Totodiles and the Cyndaquils and the Koalas, like all of Gen 2 basically. I love Gen 2. Gen 2 is like the best time to be a Pokemon fan and to play the games and just to be a fan and everything. But that, like I said, Typhlosion he's my favorite Pokemon. And I'm sorry, like I said, this video was something different. Like I said, I don't have any packs, and I'm really sorry to disappoint y'all. But you know, next week, like I said, I am gonna do an $80 challenge. Like I said, maybe it'll be at Walmart, maybe it'll be at Target, maybe it'll be at my local card shop. I'll find, you know what? Let's make it my local card shop. I'll show you my local card shop, and I'll get $80 worth of Pokemon cards, packs, or whatever, and we'll open them up. You know, as my, you know, I guess my apology to you guys for kind of just doing this video and everything like that. But until next time, PokeFam, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, put on the ring notifications, do anything you can, and join me next week. So see you later, PokeFam. This is your daddy, PokeDad.